You can't do when you are West and Heather, we also.
So, okay, after any no after
221. 221. 221.
You can't believe the unimaginable story that just shocked an entire community in Anambra State. Imagine a young boy, full of life, always on the football field, loved by everyone. His name, Chibo Agudo. Everyone in Ekiti village, Aguata local government area knew him. He was vibrant, playful, full of promise, until one day in 2021, he simply disappeared. At first, people thought maybe he traveled. His father, a well-known, respected native doctor in the community, told everyone confidently, "Oh, Chibo is in China now. He's doing well." He even sends his greetings to everyone. And because this man had money and influence, no one doubted him. Calls to Chibo's phone would ring, but no answer. His social media went silent, yet his father continued to reassure the villagers, "My son is busy abroad." So for years, 2021, 2022, 23, 24, the community believed him. But in August 2025, the truth came crashing out. Whispers began to spread. Maybe someone had seen something, or someone have said something that triggered everyone. Could it be true that Chibo was never in China, but chained in his father's own backyard? At first, it sounded too wide to believe, but the more people talked, the more it made sense. The village youths could no longer sit still. They marched to the father's compound, demanding answer. Where is Chibo? Is he alive? Is he unalive? We must see him, the youths requested. Instead of calming the storm, the father grew furious. He shouted. He even raised his hand to strike one of the youths. "It is none of your business. If my son is unalive or alive," he barked. But that was the biggest mistake he made, because the anger confirmed the suspicion. The youth stood their ground, refusing to leave.
Yes.
No.
Finally, they pushed into the compound, searching every corner, in and out, until they reached the barn at the back of the house. And there, chained like an animal, emaciated, bones sticking out, eyes sucking but still alive, was Shibo.
We say, no, you can't do when you are West and Heather, we also.
So, okay, after any no after
221. 221. 221.
The crowd gasped in horror. The boy they have been looking for, the boy they thought had gone abroad, the boy they thought had gone to China had been right there all along, wasting away in chains. Even more shocking, he looked every bit like someone who had been forgotten in captivity. His hair was unkempt and rough, his body frail and dirty. It was clear that no one had been grooming him or paying attention to his well-being. He seemed starved, neglected, and left to waste away in those chains. Can a father be this mean to his son? With a trembling lips, Chibo told his rescuers he had been locked there since July 3rd, 2021. For a month, he was left outside like a dog before they tied him in chains. He also said that sometimes they would tape his mouth for him not to scream nor cry. The family began to beg the youth to calm down, saying they had their reasons for shaming him, but no reason could justify 5 years of torment. Rumors began to swirl. Some said it was the influence of the father's second wife, who wanted her own children to inherit everything, so the first son had to be silenced. Others claimed Chibo was stubborn, maybe even mentally unstable, that he used to act erratic during his football days, and perhaps the family thought chaining him was the only way to control him. But still, 5 whole years in chains, that is beyond belief. Today, the police says they are looking into it. Some argue that the family meant well because they kept him groomed and alive. Others see pure wickedness and greed at play. But one thing is certain, the entire village of Etiti will never forget the shocking day they found Chibo, the boy who vanished to China, wasting away in chain behind his father's house. This is terrible. I don't know, but this story, or maybe the man is using him for something allegedly. Who knows? It is just a difficult situation to comprehend. Alright guys, if you watched this video till now, please give it a like. See you on my next video. Bye.